The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to another GoldMine 101, our fairly regular series of short presentations, giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. And in this session, I'm going to cover some key areas that some of which you may be familiar with. I'm hopefully talking to existing GoldMine users. This event is focused on existing GoldMine users that use it every day. But some key areas in GoldMine to help you build strong and sustainable relationships with your customers and other people you partner with. So welcome to another GoldMine 101. My name is Tim Wilmot and my company Wizard Systems. We're a specialist CRM solutions provider, helping generally small and mid-sized organizations improve their sales and marketing productivity and customer service through the use of simple, affordable solutions like GoldMine. Now, this presentation, going over some of these key areas, will be about a quarter of an hour, so just a brief overview, not meant to be in-depth training on GoldMine. We do offer extensive training options if you want to explore those with us. I know some of you have done that already. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel, and I will cover those at the end. And also at the end, I'll give you an update on any GoldMine product news I've got for you as well. This event is being recorded. You will get an email from our event system with a link to recording afterwards. You might need to wait a few hours for that email to filter out to you. And it will be on our YouTube channel as well. If you've got to our YouTube channel, do a search for Wizard Systems UK. You'll see, well over 100 videos, training videos on GoldMine, different topics similar to this that will help you get more out of the product. So just a brief mention about Wizard Systems then. I know many of you watching live will be familiar with us, but we are a long-standing supplier of GoldMine. And as well as providing the product, we do provide a wide range of services to help you get the most out of the system. We provide upgrades, of course. We provide a wide range of add-on options to GoldMine, extending the product further. And training can be at your place, our place, near Bristol, UK, or online if that suits you best, and ongoing support as well. We've got a permanently manned GoldMine help desk ready to answer any calls or queries you've got. Okay, let's pop into GoldMine then and cover these key areas for helping you build sustainable and strong relationships with your customers. Well, the first thing I wanted to mention is the general maintenance and update of your records. So making sure that everyone in your company, anyone that's got a customer facing role is responsible for updating the record. So when you find out changes of personnel, changes to contact details, obviously changes to email address as well, you're updating the record as soon as you can and making sure that everyone's got access, easy access to GoldMine. You may be familiar with GoldMine Web, and you can access GoldMine on your mobile device as well. So GoldMine is there in front of you, wherever you are, whatever the situation, to make sure it's easy to update those records, keeping an accurate contact database going forwards. So the other thing you might be familiar with is the relationships tab as well. A great way of establishing links of this organization to other organizations or people in your database, just to help you track that kind of spider's web of relationships there. Second, automated follow-ups. There's a feature of GoldMine called automated processes. So explore that. If you're not familiar with it already, we can help you set up some automated processes, or APs as we call them. And GoldMine CRM has got this built-in automated follow-up feature. That's typically how it can be used, for following up things. So you could set automatic reminders for activities such as emails or a follow-up after a meeting or a follow-up after getting a new inquiry. And this is going to just help with your relationships with your customers, keeping those relationships active, and fosters a sense of reliability and making sure that nothing gets forgotten about. You know, if you have to make a customer service call every 3 months, that could be a little rule. That could be a little automated process in the GoldMine system, so that, of course, you can schedule these activities. You know, you can schedule these reminders, but in the circumstances where you might forget, or no follow-up activity scheduled, the automated process can be 24/7 monitoring your GoldMine system, and it can kick into action if it sees something hasn't been done. You know, if you've got a customer process and something hasn't been done, it can butt in and create that reminder activity for you. So explore automated processes, right? It's off the tools menu there. Automated processes to really, it's like, I often think of it like a free sales administrator with GoldMine. So it's just monitoring things that you want to do and making sure that there's something regularly going on with a customer or a prospect, and making sure that they're not forgotten. Now, personalization. So you can, of course, as you know, if you're an active GoldMine user, you'll know that you can create emails from GoldMine. You can also create letters and documentation using the link to Word. Not many CRM solutions have that feature if you are still creating physical documents using Word. There's a lovely merge feature there. But personalization, thinking how to use these email templates to merge in information from the contact database. And you can define a vast library of common emails that you may want to send to your customers and prospects, personalizing it just to give it that professional one-to-one touch. Now, dashboards. Are you using dashboards? They can be used to track and analyze customer behavior and your activity levels, your productivity, and a great way of visually seeing things that are going on right now. And these dashboards, there's about 8 ready-made dashboards that are provided with GoldMine. And you can create your own dashboards as well based on any information in GoldMine. So think about the important things that you want to know about your customers: activity levels, products they're interested in, products they've bought, sales values, and so on. And then you can use these dashboards for creating nice sort of visual KPIs, key performance indicators, just to help you see what's going on right now. And they're interactive as well. So you can click on these records. Typically with a dashboard, you'll have some kind of graphical display, say a bar graph or a pie chart. There's about 30 different chart types. And then aligned with that, there will be a grid type display, so that if you're nosy and you want to drill down, you can click on a chart segment or area and drill down to that area, to that customer. So they're very interactive. So you think about using dashboards for tracking and analyzing your customer behavior. Next, customer service. That's another area that could be used in GoldMine. So there is a customer service feature for tracking service calls. If you're using GoldMine for, let's just go to the customer search center, there we go. Using GoldMine for tracking any kind of service call. So if you've got technical people, engineers, a help desk, customer service people, they too could be using GoldMine for tracking their activities. So it's not just for sales and marketing people, it can be for customer service people as well. Next, are you using GoldMine as a marketing tool? So GoldMine has a built-in email merge feature which I just touched on a few minutes ago, but you can use that to send out a personal email to multiple contact records. However, that send feature is really good, but it's not going to provide you with the tracking, the information that you may need to know about. Did that customer receive the email? Did they open the email? Did they click on a link in that email? And that's where GoldMine has integration with two excellent email marketing solutions, Constant Contact and IntelliClick. IntelliClick was specially written for GoldMine and is tightly integrated and sits within GoldMine, such that every response to an email, even a single email, if you send out a single email, we can track that with IntelliClick as regards whether they open the link, open the email, clicked on a link, and any other behaviors within that email as well, what pages they went to on your website. So tracking that sort of customer journey, and that can be visible to you on a tab on the customer record, like there's a campaign tab, so you can see the complete blow by blow of an email or a website visit of that contact. So remember those integrations with Constant Contact and IntelliClick to help you get more out of regular communications with your contacts. And also, these solutions have a customer survey feature as well. The IntelliClick one, for example, allows you to, there's an option for setting up a survey, and the customer responses to those questions could be made to update fields automatically in your GoldMine database, so keeping it up to date. Great way of getting customer feedback and improving your customer service going forwards. Next, think about collaboration. I touched on this on the start as regards keeping your records up to date, thinking about who are all of the customer-facing people, which of my colleagues has some kind of interaction with customers. And that's where the history tab can be really useful in when you're working with a client record, or in this example, you're working on an opportunity or a project. Remember, GoldMine has extensive features for tracking sales opportunities and projects as well. And then these history tabs can be really useful to see who in your company did what, and the notes behind that. So if it was a phone call or a meeting or an email, diving in there and seeing the actual text or the more details of that activity and the duration of the activity and what the follow-ups are as well. So a great way of seeing that all of that interaction with any type of record in the system, a person, a company, an opportunity, a project, to see that history tab there. So that's a quick run through of the key areas in GoldMine to be aware of. Some of, as I say, some of them I'm sure you'll be aware of if you're active GoldMine users. Maybe some of them, like automated processes, you may not be too aware of, and maybe you've never tried that before, but just think about that when you're reviewing GoldMine, how you're using GoldMine for 2023 going forwards. Think about ways in which you can get more out of the investment you've made already. And remember, GoldMine is a one-off cost. It's not a subscription. So when we're talking about sustainable relationships, well, GoldMine is very sustainable. It's never going to expire. It's never going to give up on you. And a lot of people get the misconception that GoldMine is some kind of a subscription system. It's not. You or your company purchased GoldMine last year, umpteen years ago. It will never expire. It's a perpetual license. There is an annual maintenance fee, which is optional, but highly, highly recommended going forwards as a way of getting updates to the software. But GoldMine is a one-off permanent solution to managing your customer relationship situation. So quick run through there of the key areas, as we normally do on our 101 sessions, a quick opportunity, if you've got any questions around anything to do with this, around that, or indeed any other general GoldMine questions as well, please pop those into the question section. So a question from Helen. I'm on version 9 of GoldMine. What's the difference? Yeah, so you might have noticed a few little differences there on some of the things I've shown you. There's been a lot of enhancements since version 9. I can email you more detail on this, Helen, but essentially GoldMine has been made easier to use. There's GoldMine Web now, so you can access it via your browser or your phone. There's dashboard improvements. There's improvements to the Outlook link, searching features as well. So quite a lot of new stuff in there. I suppose the big one really is GoldMine Web, which is becoming increasingly popular for our customers to access GoldMine remotely via their browser, or particularly via their mobile device or Android or iPhone. So yeah, that's that one, Helen. Dale, how can GoldMine be used for customer support service ticketing with hands-off customer interactions updates, e.g. customer email supports, gets acknowledgement with a ticket ID, and then gets email updates when the case is updated? Okay, so there might be a way of doing that, Dale. Certainly, GoldMine has this built-in customer support service ticketing feature. And as regards any sort of automated emails going through, that's a good question, actually. There might be an automated way when the ticket is closed to get that email going to the customer. But I know what you mean. We'll get back to you, Dale, after this call as regards any advice there on automation. It may not be standard, but it might need a little bit of tweaking to get out those little reminders through the case lifetime to keep your customer in the loop. Which is, I think, what you're on about. Roberto, can you link with LinkedIn? Yes, I should have mentioned that actually. So on the GM plus View tab, there has been, and this relates back to Helen's question about what's the difference in version 9? Well, the GM plus View tab is like a web page in GoldMine. And provided with GoldMine are links to social networks like LinkedIn. So the LinkedIn tab can display information about that contact, and it can do a search for you of that company. And once you get the LinkedIn ID, you can put that on a field on the GoldMine database, and that will allow other users then to easily see that LinkedIn profile. It won't allow you to do postings in LinkedIn, but it will at least allow you to see that LinkedIn contact there. Heather, I'll send you some more information on that feature as well, and a little sort of screenshot as well. All right. Okay, I don't think there's any more questions, so thanks very much, all of you, for those interesting questions. We'd like it to be nice and interactive. Right, just round up by some latest news on the latest version of GoldMine and things coming up as well. Just a reminder, GoldMine training. If you want to get more out of GoldMine and any of the features here, maybe automated processes, maybe dashboards, maybe email marketing if you're not doing that already, please come back to any of us at Wiz Assistants. We'd be happy to give you advice or maybe recommend a little bit of training, a bit of coaching for you to get the most out of that feature. The latest release of GoldMine. So we've got these major releases of GoldMine, which follows the year now generally. So 2022 is the latest major release, if you like, and then through the year we get these hot fixes. Not every month, but maybe every 2 or 3 months there's a hot fix which just updates a few things, maybe addresses a few issues if we spotted those in the product. And as long as you've got maintenance, you're going to get access to these updates. So the latest, that's the latest, the full latest version there. And you can see what version you're on as you log into GoldMine. It will display in the login banner what your version is, or you can go in GoldMine, you can go to help, the help menu and about, and it will display it there for you as well. So a maintenance contract, an annual maintenance contract, is the only way of getting updates to your GoldMine system. So Helen, who asked the question about version 9, we can get you back up to date. You've missed out quite a few versions there. So we can get you back up to date by getting on maintenance. And please contact us for any details on that. There are some special pricing with our relationships with GoldMine. We can get special pricing on those maintenance renewals and updates for you, and even can install it for you if you don't want to do it yourself. All right. Well, that's it for this one. Some tips there. I'm not sure how many there were, about 7 or 8 tips for just checking in GoldMine. Is it optimized for helping you maintain those relationships, keeping a track of those relationships going forward? Hopefully that you saw 1 or 2 new things there. Thanks very much for your time. Those of you listening live or you're watching a recording of this. If you've got any suggestions for future topics, I am thinking about doing one on telemarketing as the next one. We haven't done that for some time, but going through that and how GoldMine can be used in a telemarketing, telesales type role. There's a few nice things in GoldMine to help someone in that job role. But if you've got any ideas for future topics, drop us a line. There's our contact details. Our website, wizard-systems.co.uk. I'm Tim Wilmot, tim@wizard-systems.com. Thanks very much for your time, everyone. And I will speak to you soon on the next event. Bye-bye.